Hi, this is Parveen Dabas and you're watching me on filmsofindia.com. Keep watching.
You've seen him on TV, you've seen him in the movies, and now Parveen Dabas is back with a crucial role in Jalpari. Here's Celebs Unplugged in conversation with an immensely talented actor. Hi Parveen, welcome to Films of India.
Thank you so much.
Now you've done mainstream Bollywood, you've been a director, photographer, everything. How has the experience been all these years?
It's been great. I enjoy doing everything. I don't like to do something if I feel I'm not going to have a good time. Of course, there are times, you do films where you don't have good experiences. But by and large, I would say I've had really good experiences, both acting in films and when I directed my own film. And photography is a hobby. So, and I enjoy life. I enjoy, everything I do, and traveling and photography and acting, everything is a part of all of that.
And if you had a choice between acting and the cinema and entertainment or something else, what would you have done?
Acting.
Yeah. Okay. Now in Jalpari you play a doctor, right? Can you define the role a bit more for us?
My character's name is Dev. And he's someone who belongs to a village in Haryana, but long time back he moved to Delhi and he practices medicine over there. But he has had this dream of starting a hospital back in his own village. And he's been pursuing that. And he's going back to the village again, the year the film is set in. He always avoids taking his kids back for some reason, but this year the kids are quite adamant and they, force him to take them along, so he takes the kids to the village. So he's a really you can say sehma hua kind of character. He's raising his kids as a solo parent. He does, the kids' nani is there, but he's raising them as a solo parent. And he's somebody who is also very forward looking, and he's somebody, of course, who's trying to do something for the village from which he belongs.
And this movie has a very interesting and sensitive topic, that's the female feticide. As a father, what is your take on it?
Not just as a father, but as a human being, I feel, I quite frankly speak, I don't understand how people who do indulge in it, how they, they can. But rather than, I've always felt, rather than teach people with negative experiences, it's good to teach people with positive experiences. Even like cinema in a movie is a positive experience, to educate people and to tell them, to inspire them to love the female child. And I think we've got a lot of really good sporting icons and models, sporting models who are, females now. And I think one should use those also as, especially since a lot of them come from rural backgrounds.
True.
Saina Nehwal, and there's a wrestler, Geeta Phogat, Mary Kom. They all come from smaller places and villages. So I think these women have shown the way, especially to families, that you can be really, really proud of your, and you should be really, really proud of your daughters, and that they can do anything that a guy could, you think a guy can do.
And do you think, because it's such a sensitive issue, do you think there's any risk involved in doing it coming out in cinema? Do you anticipate any negative
Not at
feedback?
all. Not at all. I don't think we've targeted anybody or any community also. And if you see, this is a time when people themselves want to change this thing. Recently there was a COP meeting where it was chaired by the female, by ladies, and they're the ones who chaired it, and they brought this resolution of being of female feticide and being against it, which was accepted by the whole COP. So this is a time when people are realizing that it's wrong. So I don't perceive any kind of problems with this, especially the way Madhav has made it. He's made it as a really entertaining film, and one that the whole family can see together. And even though it's a serious topic, it's not a serious film.
Okay.
you know, so there's two differences. And that I think that's what's really special about Madhab, is he takes a serious topic but makes an entertaining film around that. Just like I Am Kalam. It's very light, but really, you know, what I liked about that was there was a lot of humor in that film also, even though it was a serious
he's got these huge messages which he really covers well with the medium of cinema. And now bringing us to Madhab and Tannishtha, they're like internationally acclaimed. So how is it like working, the experience of working with two people who have been you know, feted so much internationally? And of course with the film going to the Golden Globes and Cannes and getting rave reviews.
I used to go and touch Tannishtha's feet every morning.
Are you kidding me?
So that some of her international recognition could rub off on me. Say like Lakshmi Devi, you know, mujhe bhi thoda sa apna gyan dijiye. So, you know, but none of it's rubbed off so far. So
I'm sure you don't need that. You're
so,
an amazing actor as it is.
So, you know, it was great working with him. Tannishtha's a really talented actress. I don't tell her that, but I can tell you. Okay. So, you know, she's very talented and great fun to work with. And Madhab is great. You know, I've had such great fun working on this project and with him as a director. You know, the whole experience has been so positive. And the first time I met him, he is such a positive and, you know, such a guy who's on the level. You know, he's not one of those guys who's hiding anything from you. You know, he's not trying to trick you into doing something or something. He's a guy who's on the level, and that's what I really connected with. So 50% I had made up my mind when I met him only, that I want to work with this guy. The rest 50% was made up when I read the script, you know, which I really loved. So, you know, like I said, it's been great working with both of them.
But it must be a proud moment for you knowing that your movie has been like gone to the Golden Globes and Cannes and has earned rave reviews, like I said.
Yeah, of course. It's you know, it's a very proud moment, and I just feel proud to be associated with this film. And you know, the ultimate, of course, reward is always being accepted in your own country, especially theatrically. So, you know, I'd like as many people to know about this film, and you know, for them to go and see it in the cinema.
And any projects lined up right now? Anything that you're directing or producing or acting apart from Jalpari?
I have finished writing something, which I'm in talks with somebody to be directing it. Apart from that, our production house has also got 2-3 other productions which are in the writing stage. Right now, as an actor, apart from Jalpari, I'm doing 3 other films. One is called Kahan Ho Tum, which is a romantic comedy. One is called Jab Tum Kaho, which is again a romantic comedy, and one is called Black Sheep, which is a thriller. Okay,
wow. Yeah. And any last message for our viewers, for our audience, especially keeping in mind Jalpari and the message it is meant to convey?
Well, I would say the girl child is really, really important, you know, to watch. That's why the film is called Jalpari, but it's a really entertaining film. It's a family film. You know, you can go with your whole family. The kids are going to love it. It's like a, you know, it's a family adventure film, and we've all put in a lot of heart and soul into this movie to make sure it's an entertaining movie also, and not just saying something. But I think it's going to be a complete experience for the family. So, you know, I would request all of you who are watching to really go out and watch this movie, and if you like it, to tell all your family and friends and everybody.
Thank you so much for being with us, Parveen.
Thank you.
Thank you for being with us once again as we were in a tete with Parveen Dabas, who shared his feelings and thoughts and experiences with us. Please stay logged on to filmsofindia.com.